Hey everyone, my name's Cheyenne, and today I'm going to talk to you guys about what a wetland is. A wetland is an area of land that is either covered by water or saturated with water. The water is often groundwater seeping up from a spring. A wetland's water can also come from a nearby river or lake. A wetland is covered entirely by water at least one part of the year. The depth and duration are seasonal and varies from flooding. The saturation of wetland soil determines the vegetation that surrounds it. Plants that live in wetlands are uniquely adapted to their watery soil. Wetland plants are called hydrophytes. A hydrophyte is a plant that grows in wet or very moist ground. Seasonally dry wetlands or wetlands with slow-moving water can often support trees and other sturdy vegetation. More frequently flooded wetlands have mosses or grasses as their dominant hydrophytes. Wetlands are some of the most valuable ecosystems on Earth. They act like giant sponges or reservoirs. During heavy rains, wetlands absorb excess water, limiting the effects of flooding. Wetland ecosystems also act as water treatment facilities. The plants, fungi, and algae of a wetland filter waste and purify water. Nitrates and other runoff chemicals often wash into the wetlands from urban areas and farms. Organisms there absorb the harmful chemicals and pollutants not absorbed by plants slowly sink to the bottom where they are buried in sand and other sediment. Wetlands are super important to the ecosystem in keeping it clean, and it shows by the number of different animals that live there as well, which you'll see in the next part of the video. Hi guys, so now we're going to talk about animals in the wetlands. Besides ducks, over 100 fish, 80 birds, 25 mammals, 17 amphibians, and 10 reptile species depend on South Dakota's wetlands. Some upland wildlife such as ringneck pheasants and white-tailed deer use wetlands during the winter to survive prolonged cold and blizzards. Birds of all sorts use wetlands for migration, feeding, and roosting, and even during the breeding season. Frogs will use the vegetation for shelter in the wetlands. Muskrats will eat the roots of the plants as well as the small fish, frogs, and insects in the wetlands. These wetlands also provide a rich source of aquatic insects, snails, and other invertebrates. This is a great habitat for many of our wildlife here in South Dakota.